So, bon dia. Oi, oi. This is always a problem. I am stuck.
You're stuck, va?
Yeah, if you can help me take up. Yeah, if you can help me take up. Yes, that was the most difficult thing. So, we can start over. Bon dia. My name is Mats Grandrud, and I'm the Director General of GSMA, and to my side here I have John Hoffman. And it is John Hoffman. And it is such to remember myself and John, we were on this stage sort of 9 months ago in May of last year. And we learned a lot from MWC 2021 here in Barcelona. And we're taking all that learnings into MWC 2022. And we think now that it is important for the world, it is important for our industry, it's important for society, for business, to come together to physically start to create new business, to innovate. And we call that responsible leadership. And I hope that we can all demonstrate that here today. And for you to be here, you are also showing a responsible leadership. So the theme of this year's event is called Connectivity Unleashed. And what do we mean with that? Well, if you think back a couple of years, we always then spoke about connectivity when I am connecting my phone to Albert, or I'm connecting to Pau. We are talking on the phone. Now we are going away from simple connectivity to meaningful connectivity. That means that we are starting to connect societies. We're starting to connect industries. We're starting to connect things that needs to be connected. So if I then take the next slide. This is a very busy slide, but if you remember, we always have themes at the MWC, themes that we would like to speak about. And one of them you can see here in the middle is 5G Connect. So now we have the platform. 5G gives us good capacity, good speed, good latency, good cost efficiency to connect a lot of things. And you can see Internet of Things, Internet of Everything. That's another theme, because we're going to use these connections to put into 5G. So we have a lot of connection points into 5G, but in order to handle all that data, obviously we need to have the third theme, which is AI, advancing AI. So that's the third theme, 5G, Internet of Everything, and then advancing AI. And one of the examples of using this technology is fintech, and that's up to the right-hand corner there. They're going to use technology to quite a lot of extent. Where are we going to store all this data? So that will be the fifth theme, and that is of course in the cloud net. So we have 5G, we have Internet of Everything, we have AI, we have cloud where we're going to store our activities. One of the examples is fintech. And then on the top, Tech Horizon, that John will speak more around, is the entrepreneurs, the rebels, the ones that will really make something fantastic out of this new technology. So those are the themes. And for you who are a little bit eagle-eyed, you can see them on the wall there as well. So that's what we're going to describe more in detail. It's going to be an exciting, fantastic show. We are so excited.
So now, you probably want to know who's going to come. And as you see our solar system, you'll see names that have been here for many, many years. Our ecosystem is very well represented. Operators from around the world, major tech companies, infrastructure companies, handset device companies, software companies. The whole ecosystem is again coming to MWC here in Barcelona. We're on track to meet and hopefully exceed all of our expectations. We'll be using 7 halls here in Fira Gran Via. And we have companies from more than 150 countries so far registered. We think we'll probably end up somewhere between 150 and 170 countries coming to participate. More than 1,500 exhibitors from local as well as around the world will come and fill these halls. It is going to be a great, great gathering. So, companies are coming, the attendees are coming, obviously the ecosystem is well represented, but it's not just about the mobility ecosystem, it's all the verticals, as Matt said, that are going to take up the themes of this show, Connectivity Unleashed. We've never been about numbers. We've stood on this stage and said, yes, we've had 100,000 people coming, but we've never said it was about the numbers. What we want is we want the right people to come. And we're very pleased to say that so far, we expect more than 50% of our attendees to be director level above. So it's the right people from the right companies, the right locations to discuss, debate, and hopefully provide directions for the future. Mats.
Yeah, so on the speaker side, we have over 1,000 speakers. 1,000 speakers. 95% of them will be physically here. 95%. So, you know, it's not going to be a hybrid virtual physical. This is going to be a very physical show. 95% of the 1,000 speakers are going to be here in person. And we are improving the gender balance. We are now 35% female keynote speakers. Still not great, but we are better and better at it. And some of the prominent ones I would like to highlight is, of course, at the center, which is Jose Maria Alvarez Palete, who is our new chairman of GSMA, and he's also, as you know, the CEO and president of Telefonica, something that we're very, very happy and proud to have him on our board as chairing the board. Prima Karaju, out to the right, I think is a very interesting company that he represents, who is a media company. He's doing a lot of films in Los Angeles. He has won several, or his company has won several awards, both in BAFTA and Academy Awards. So taking the movie thing into connectivity. Up to the center, our minister Paula Ingabire of Rwanda, also a very prominent minister. She's going to talk in the ministerial program around bridging the usage gap, making sure that more people can access and use mobile internet, affordability, skills, how do you use this device? And she has some really good examples of what they're doing in Rwanda. And maybe I should also ask Charles Stewart to your left out here. He's the CEO of Sotheby's. You know Sotheby's, who is the famous auction house, almost 300 years old, and they are now using mobile technology. They're now moving into the digital space. And that's what we mean with meaningful connectivity, connectivity unleashed. John?
So, Industry City, a new program at MWC 22. It's a journey to digital everything. It's knowledge based on activities around smart mobility industries, manufacturing, fintech. And this year it is powered by our knowledge partner, Accenture. We're excited. It will be in Hall 4, right across from the GSMA stand, right down from the main auditorium. The Industry City is something not to be missed, looking into the future. Whoops. There we go. And of course, as Mats mentioned, 4 years from now. As you know, we brought 4 years from now from Fira Montjuic last year, and we brought it here at Gran Via, and we'll do so again this year. What you'll find is the 8th year of 4 years from now. Our local sponsor, Banca Sabadell, will once again co-host it. It's the heart of innovation. It is really the future tied to these small, as Matt said, these companies that are going to change our lives into the future. You'll get a chance to see them. And what they have is the opportunity to find investors, find partners, find potential customers, and frankly, interact and grow their business. We hope then to grow 4 years from now companies and move them out onto the main show floor into the future. It's where innovation is starting. It's an innovative, collaborative experience, something not to be missed. Hall 6 this year.
Hall 6 it is. And of course, we have the ministerial program as always, and this year it is going to be roughly maybe 2.5 times the size of 21's edition. It's going to be really fantastic. More than 140 delegations are coming, more than 50 ministers, more than 90 head of regulators are coming to be here in Barcelona. And why is that? Well, I actually think it is because we are trying to navigate new technology, the pandemic situation, and everyone is trying to figure out what is the best way forward. They're coming here to share their experience, to learn, to understand best practice. This is going to be a fantastically interesting session. I am absolutely sure about that. Moving on then to diversity for tech. If you remember, a couple of years ago we had something called Women for Tech. We're focusing a lot on gender. We're still focusing a lot on gender. You know, both me and John, we have
Yes.
the SDG badge. Number 5 is gender equality. But we would like to broaden it to call it diversity and inclusion for tech, diversity for tech. So we are having a wider span of interest groups. And it's not only to invite people to come, but it's also to make sure that people can come into our industry, stay in our industry, and thrive in our industry. That's not so easy. So we're going to have a good discussion, we're going to have a summit, we're going to have awards, we're going to have round tables, and we're going to have more activities around diversity for tech.
Pavilions. Pavilions are a great way for countries, regions to showcase their smaller, medium-sized businesses. And this year, we will have more. Oh, we missed it. There we go. More than 37 country pavilions from around the world. You'll see on the map, we're bringing them from Asia, from the Americas, obviously from Europe, Latin America. It will be a way for countries to bring their brightest and best up-and-comers, put them in one place and have you go and experience what they can demonstrate as their leading cutting-edge technology. And as Matt said, it's a physical show. We want and will have people from around the world coming in person. But we also recognize that the world is not completely opened up. And so once again, as we've done for many years, pre-pandemic years, we will stream our keynotes, we will stream our stages to different parts of the world. And we have some phenomenal media broadcast partners that will take the message here from Barcelona, showcase MWC to Asia, to the Americas, to Latin America, to the Middle East, to Africa, via these partners. It is a global event in person, augmented with virtual programs streamed to their door. Health and safety. As we've always said, health and safety is paramount to MWC. It was pre-pandemic, and now it is very much during the pandemic. We will take the guidance and the instructions from the health authorities here in Catalonia, as well as in Spain. They have reviewed and adopted and agreed to all of our health measures. They will be based on vaccinations, testing, and certification. We will once again practice social distancing inside. We will have masks as they participate inside MWC. We will follow all of the protocols that have been developed through our 3 events in person, learnings gained from last year. We know how to put on a safe, secure environment, and we will do so at MWC 22.
And of course, climate is another big area. And as you know, we are carbon neutral, and we have been that for several years. We are even part of the Guinness World Record of the largest show being carbon neutral. But you should also know that the industry is doing a lot of work around climate. We were recognized by the United Nations Race to Zero as the first breakthrough industry last year. And that is something that we're very, very proud of. We now have more than 50% of the mobile operators by revenue that are committed to a net zero by 2050 or earlier. The mobile technology has an enormous enablement effect. We can help other industry save huge amount of CO2 exposure. by connecting, by monitoring, by managing things in a smarter way. We have automotive, we have transport, we have building, and we have utility. Those 4 sectors, if you deploy technology that we have today, we are now able to show that we can save 11 gigatons of CO2. And that is actually almost exactly half of what is needed for the whole world to be on the trajectory down to 0 by 2050. And that's by 2030. So the technology we have today, and we just need to make sure that we push that forward. But obviously, we need to do more ourselves also, and as mobile operators, and we are continuously being transparent. We are disclosing, we're working with climate, and we are all committing to reduce our carbon footprint.
So now, what does it all look like? Well, MWC by the numbers, 1,500 plus exhibitors, more than, as Matt said, more than 1,000 speakers in person on the stage here in Gran Via. More than 150 countries will be represented from around the world. And frankly, we are going to showcase new exhibitors as well as ones that you've seen here for years in the past. They're all coming. Companies like Fujitsu, LG, Nestle, Fisker, all new companies for the first time here coming to MWC. They join the companies that you know, the Ericssons, the Nokias. You probably, when you walked in, you saw Nokia to the left, Ericsson to the right. The stands are being built, as well as many, many, many other companies. In fact, over 85% of Fira Gran Via floor space has already been spoken for. It is a year that we will move back to physical, in broad, very broad numbers, and the growth trajectory is exciting.
Absolutely, it is absolutely fantastic. And it's so needed for the world.
So, what does it mean for you? What does it mean to the economy? So we had an independent evaluation done, and we're finding that we're very proud of our public-private partnership, the way that we work together. Obviously, for our industry, it's extremely important to hold something like MWC 22, but it has an effect for you, for the region, in terms of jobs, in terms of economic impact. And you'll see the numbers. It's pretty impressive. €250 million for MWC 22 generated by this event, and almost 7,000 part-time jobs. But more importantly, since we've been here in 2005, €5.3 billion of economic benefit to this region, just for having us participate in partnership with the host city parties. And more than 140,000 jobs. We're very, very proud of this. It is our legacy that we're helping leave for MWC. It is not just a one-week event. It is a commitment to grow the economy, something we're very proud of. And I talk about public-private partnership, and I think one of the great examples is our friends from Hospitalet, something called Meet and Eat. It's located at Plaza Europa. It begins the weekend before MWC kicks off. It's a place to come, relax with friends, make new friends, dine, listen to music, have some activities. But yet it's based on something very technologically focused. The Hospitalet 6. The Hospitalet 6. Plan 6.0, it addressing the digital gap. It talks about promoting digital talent. It's a very low-key way, but a very successful way to bring MWC to the community, and we're very proud to partner with Hospitalet and very thankful that you run this program. Please come join us at Plaza Europa. And now something new. Our friends from Barcelona called Beat Barcelona. It's a new initiative by the Barcelona City Council showcasing Barcelona to the rest of the MWC, the global MWC community. Something new this year. It shows the best of culture, innovation, entrepreneurship, and of course entertainment. It's an ideal way to showcase the city to our constituents, both here and abroad. showcase what it means to be here in Barcelona. And you're welcome to visit Beat Barcelona between halls 4 and hall 6 every afternoon, and of course into the evening for networking, some cocktails, some refreshments, and more importantly, to meet and greet those from around the world. Thank you, Jama, for Beat Barcelona. Something new this year. And maybe now the most important aspect, which is what we call the MWC community. We're a small, relatively small organization, but we do big things. And the reason that we're able to do big things is because of you, our partners. The host city parties, the city of Barcelona, Catalonia, the ministries in Madrid, the country of Spain, as well as Fira de Barcelona, underpin this committed community of friends and family that we work together with to host MWC. And we're very proud and we're very thankful for all of your help to make MWC 22 a reality. And now I'd like to recognize some of the people here attending today who have kind of made this happen. It happens because of the commitment, the partnerships that we all have shared for many years. And if I may, I call a few to the stage. Miss Nuria Marin, the mayor of the city of Hospitalet. Nuria, if you would, please. Mr. Paul Rilat, the president of Fira de Barcelona. The first deputy mayor of Barcelona, Jaume Calboni. Mr. David Ferrer, the representative of Generalitat de Catalunya. The director of tourism de Barcelona, Marian Morrow.
Welcome. We'll be over here, please. There.
Thank you. And last but not least, the director of the Hotel Association, Manel Casals.
Very nice meeting you. You're over there.
Down here, Manel. Thank you. So, unfortunately, social distancing does not allow us to bring everyone up on stage that makes this happen, but I'd like to recognize a few in the audience that are participants that should be up here and next year will be up here. The Spanish government, obviously, is very, very critical. The Mobile World Capital and all of the team, Carlos Grau and his team that make the Mobile World Capital something vibrant throughout the year. Of course, our hotel partners, our housing partners, Mr. B Networks. And then my friends seated in the front row here, the Mossos de Esquadra and the Guardia Urbana. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Come on. Yeah. Thank you. And of course, all of you. Because without you, without your support, without your help, without your well wishes, without your open arms, Mats and I and the GSMA team would be unable to host something like MWC. Fortunately, we are, and we're very, very thankful, and we look forward to working with you now and into the future. Thank you.
And if I may, just to reinforce that, remember what I said in the beginning around responsible leadership. This for me, is responsible leadership. To be part of such a great event, being great partner, helping us through. It takes a village to pull this thing off, and you are the village. So thank you very much for being there with us. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
All right.
Please, if you will.
John, for your commitment. No?
Yeah, but that's okay.
Masterpieces for this.
Thank you,
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
John.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hey,
Thank you.
thank you.
I know.
Thank you.
Okay, man. You take care.
Thank you. Thank you. All
Okay,
right.
Mats, what do you think?
That is it.
Should we maybe take
A few questions.
2 questions, one for each of us?
We normally say that everyone needs to ask a question, then you can leave. That's the first one right over there.
Please.
Paula Solanas from the Ariara in Barcelona. I wanted to ask, do you expect attendance in this edition to be at least half of what it used to be in 2019? And also, second question, do you expect a full recovery for the event for 2023?
Well, it's hard to predict the future, but we are very confident that we will meet and hopefully exceed our targets. We see tremendous growth opportunities. Our trends are right on, so we're expecting somewhere between 40 and 60,000 people. Mats, I don't see any reason why that won't occur.
No, and if you see the discussions I've had with board members of the major telcos, they are all coming, bearing 5, which are in Asia. So the 3 Chinese and the Japanese are not able to travel. Everyone else is coming. So the interest is very, very strong, very strong.
And your question about next year, MWC 23, we've already started booking space for MWC 23. We do believe that the world will continue to open up, and we'll just have to see how that happens. You know, we didn't expect to see some of the variants that we've encountered over the last 12, 14 months, but we do think that the pandemic is.
But I do think we need to be honest as well here, that we are focusing on making MWC 22 a success. That's where our focus is right now. 23 will come, you know, the 4th of March or so. Then we're going to start to focus on that, but not right now. You may now leave. Thank you very much. That was a great question. No, just joking.
Estela Lopez from El Economista. I would like to ask if you plan to repeat slower ticket prices like the last year, or that's finished. And what about the future? What about mobile 2025?
We'll take the second question first. Mobile 2025 is much into the future. We're focused on MWC 22 this year, and I'm sure that we'll get around. Focused on MWC 22 this year, and I'm sure that we'll get around to the future to come. Yeah. Regarding the Community Pass, yes, for those that participated last year, they have an opportunity. For others that didn't participate at MWC 21, we do have a special program for them, which is half the cost of our exhibition pass. So yes, we do. Thank you. Good question.
Yeah. So now we have 2 from there. We need to have a couple from this side. No pressure.
That's an easy crowd.
Do we have something on the online maybe? No?
In the back, maybe?
Yeah. Someone?
It's
No?
kind of hard to see.
No, I don't think we have anything.
Okay.
All right. Well, in that case, fantastic. We must have made a very impressive impression on you guys, because you know everything. That's great.
So we look forward 3 weeks. The doors open the 28th of February through the 3rd of March here at Fira Gran Via. We look forward to welcoming you, all of your friends and colleagues, and those from around the world that will make MWC 22 a resounding success. Thank you very much for coming today, and we'll see you in a few short weeks.
Thank you very much.
Good job.
All right.
All
I
right.
think we should go off stage now. Yeah.